DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky Beat. Hey, what is up, Mixers? Welcome back to another glorious episode of the MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as mlNikon, and please join me in welcoming my other co-hosts, the other lovely Vixens. First of all, we've got Lumi. Hi, Lumi.
What's happening?
Hello, hello. And we've got Jen, the TheJuiceFairy.
How's everybody doing?
Hi,
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Monday
Yes.
Eve.
Monday Eve. Oh God, don't ruin it. It's Happy Sunday, and that's leave it at that. And last but not least, we've got the lovely Rin. How you doing, Rin?
Hi.
Hi. How the heck is everyone? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Today my nephew graduated high school and he's in Texas. Of course we can't all be there, but now with Zoom being a thing, everybody could see it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, except you can also tell who didn't log into the Zoom that was invited.
That's neat. My weekend is kind of uneventful. It was nice. It was relaxing. I spent a lot of times just hanging out in like my friend's backyard. We went to a campfire and roasted wieners. That was fun. And then
You roasted wieners?
roasted wieners on the campfire. Yep.
Were they red wieners or were they brown?
I don't know. They were just
Anybody that's from the South in North or South Carolina or Virginia might know what I'm talking about with red hot dogs.
I don't know. They were just hot dogs. I've never heard of red or brown.
Here in North Carolina, if they are not the red hot dogs, they're not edible. Nobody likes them. I don't care. Hot dog's a hot dog to me, but over here they sell these red ones. Bright leaf is what they're called, and everybody loves that crap.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is, but I'll tell you this: it does have 2 grams of dietary fiber that regular hot dogs don't.
That keto life. That's funny. I'm proud of myself though, because I did turn down the marshmallow that the promissory nut marshmallow that comes with the campfire. And they didn't just have regular marshmallows, they had like jumbo big ones. I'm like, oh my God, this looks so good. But I was proud of myself. I said, no, not this time. Thank you. How about you, Rin? What did you do this weekend?
I didn't have any wieners.
Oh man.
I didn't really do much. I played poker with my family on Friday.
Oh, cool.
That was interesting because I don't think I've honestly ever played real poker like with people. Like I've played like
Oh
computer.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not horribly great at it, but
When I was a kid, like I'm talking like probably 12 or 13, I would play with my neighborhood best friend at the time, and I had to stop. Like my mom made me stop playing after a while because I kept winning. Like I kept taking her money, and like we would play for real money, like change and stuff. And I had to stop playing. So since then, I really have never. I don't really play that much, but I freaking love poker. So fun.
Yeah, I mean we were more of like a Uno type thing, not really poker. So the poker thing was new.
Cool.
But it was cool. Fun. It was nice to spend time with the family.
Yeah.
Because bowling is over.
We used to, do you play, you're from the Midwest, so you would at least know what I'm talking about. You ever play euchre?
No.
No? Oh.
I do like Michigan Rummy though. That's fun.
Oh, Michigan Rummy is fun. Yeah. I'm trying to teach my wife how to play euchre, and she's not really a card game person anyway. And I'm not a great teacher, so it's not going that well. but I just I like playing cards. It doesn't matter what the game is. I'm just a fan of it. How about you, Lumi? How was your weekend?
It was a weekend that I did nothing. I did actually walk down to my mailbox last night at like 3 a.m. So if the neighbors happened to be awake, they're probably like, what the fuck is this bitch doing walking around at 3 a.m.? But they had my coconut chips in the mailbox and I wanted them.
When the craving strikes, and you know they're there, you gotta go get them.
And I was trying to be patient and I was like, okay, I'm not waiting until Sunday. I'm just gonna go get them now because I wanted something to snack on. So I walked my happy ass down to the mailbox at 3 o'clock in the morning.
There you go. Well, coconut's gross, but hey, you do you, boo. You do you. All right, as you guys can see in the corner, what this week's profile was. Jennifer picked it, and does it say who it was submitted by? I'm never prepared. I never look at this crap beforehand. No, it doesn't say who it was submitted by. She didn't put that down. But I really enjoyed mixing this one. Did you guys like it? Did you guys like this kind of profile, the almondy cake thing?
I think I'm nut blind.
Oh, that's so sad. Lumi's nut blind. So you can't taste like the different kinds of nuts, or you can't taste that something is nutty at all.
I can't taste the nuttiness in the recipe. It's there because I gave it to the guinea pig to test because I was like, I don't know if I should lower something here.
So he could taste it.
He could kind of taste it. He didn't really. I give it to him and I don't tell him what he's vaping and I just ask for notes. I'm like, what do you taste?
Yeah. Maybe it's the type of almond you use. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I need to expand my almond collection because so far my go-tos have been Wonder Flavors, almond cookie, and Wonder Flavors almond custard, but a lot of people get a funk off of the almond custard, so I didn't want to use almond custard.
No,
I mean, to me, there's no better almond than FA almond.
I disagree, but we will get into that later. Who would like to go first?
Well, I'll go because mine probably is missing nuttiness to it. Okay. So we'll just start with the simple Lumi doesn't know how to mix almonds recipe.
All right.
I did almond cookie super concentrate Wonder Flavors at 1.62%. Deep fried sponge cake super concentrate real flavors 1.33. Honey super concentrate Wonder Flavors 0.24. Vanilla pudding Chemnovatic at 0.98. I wanted to go with that cakiness, but I was hoping the honey might act as a glaze, and I was kind of hoping that the vanilla pudding would add a little bit of stuff in there.
And did it add some stuff?
It made it a little bit moister.
Yeah. Did the honey act as a glaze like you wanted it to?
Still to be determined. My sinuses are a little messed up. We had a pretty weird temperature change. So I think it's there, but I'm not 100%.
Was it cold where you're at as well?
The temperatures just dropped out of nowhere and now they're going back up.
May 45 degrees it was yesterday morning. What in the world is that?
This whole section of my face is just like, nah, fuck you.
I lost. I don't know what happened. That, you know, I haven't used that deep fried sponge cake flavors in so long, but it is a really good flavor.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've used it, and I figured since last week I already used angel cake. I was like, what can I do that's going to be different from last week?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because both of them were kind of similar as far as being, you know, torts or whatnot or cakes. So you wanna kind of change it up and do something different. And that almond cookie, like it is good, but you know, I'm wondering if you need another almond to back it up, and give it a little more nuttiness. But
Well, what almond would you recommend, Emily?
well, um, it depends. FA almond is good. I'm not saying it's not, but I prefer like a darker, a little bit more toasty almond. So like Capella toasted almond is good. Um, hint, hint, wink, wink.
I mean, wink, wink. FA, wink, wink. You know, the difference between Capellas and FA would be one of them is like the concentrate that you would actually add to a bakery, and the other one's like the real thing.
Oh, really? Is that so? Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna have to go like on a nut dive and just dive
on a nut
nuts.
venture. And just
a nut venture.
A nut venture. And just go crazy with the almonds. Yeah, mine was really weird because like it's good right away. But like because we had Mother's Day off and I had made it like right after our last show. So it's had 2 weeks to steep. And I put it away because even though it was really good, I'm like, nope, put it away until before the show because lately I've been vaping everything before the show. And so I wanted to make sure that I had it. Anyway, and so I just dripped it again this morning and it is like completely different. And that steep switch, man, it flipped and it is like so fire right now. And I'm like, so 2 weeks, if you can keep it that long, is what I recommend for mine. But like I said, it's good even right off the shake. I guess since I'm already talking about it, I'll go next. I just called mine mlNikon's almond torte because I'm original like that. And I too use almond cookie by Water Flavors at 1.5%. And then I did, instead of honey, I did golden syrup by Vape Train at 1%. And then for my cake, like to give it more graininess or cakiness, I actually went with 101 Norwegian ring cake because I think it was Luke Loop. He said in the comments of the picture, oh, this looks Norwegian, like giving us the hint he wanted someone to use Norwegian ring cake. So I'm like, all right, I'll use it because it's a good flavor anyway, and it's a good compliment to almond cookie because it's like darker and like grainy and almost like a yellow cakey type vibe. It's really good. And then I backed up the almond with Capella toasted almond because, like I said, I wanted that toasted, cooked, dark, sweet vibe. And cat toasted almond gives me that. FA is good, but it's like kind of bright and authentic and like not roasted, where Capella's is, you know, a little bit darker, and I just like it. And I think I even used Capella. We did an almond cake maybe last year on this show, so I used it then there as well. And I mean, also almond cookie and toasted almonds, kind of like my go-to almond combo, and it works really well. I really enjoy this this combo, this mix, and I'm glad that I made a big bottle of it because even like the first version I did, I'm like, I'm not doing a 10 ml sample. There's no way this can be bad. So I just went right to the 30 mils, and I'm glad I did.
Well, it looks good to me. I'm looking at it, except, you know, it's going to have the dry nuts on it. Well, I guess, and that's what's on the outside of the picture, right?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and Rin, you get a almond note from Norwegian ring cake.
Yeah. It's like a very light,
Yeah.
but I mean, to me, it was there when I single flavor tested it.
Yeah. Well, cool. So that's helping too. Yeah, but I'm here for it. I like it. Almond isn't something that like I vape all the time, but I'm glad I have it now, you know. And
So how long do you think the steep time on it should be?
2 weeks.
2 full weeks?
2 full weeks, because I tried it. I couldn't keep my hands off of it. So I tried it fresh, and then I tried it like a week later. I tried it fresh, and then like 3 days later, and then like a week later, and it was kind of like fresh, but a little bit better. But then at 2 weeks, like just today, that's when it like was drastically different. So yeah, I say if you have a steeping cabinet and you have self-control, mix it up, give it 2 weeks. You will not regret it.
Some people lack that self-control.
I have no self-control.
Damn it. Everyone click on the link and put me on the front page, because this is delicious. It's fire. All right, I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna have to buy that almond then.
Yeah.
I need to. I realized something today. Like, well, actually, it was last night when we were doing this. I was like, I do so many desserts, but I really don't touch nuts. And I love nuts.
Yeah, and nuts just really do something to desserts, you know? Like they just really.
Even if it's just a little bit, it just gives it
a little bit nut.
Just a touch of nut.
Touch a nut. Yep. Sure. All right. Who's going next?
I don't know. Rin, me, you want to pick some straws?
I'll go. So I did 1% Wonder Flavors Angel Cake, 0.5% Jungle Flavors Cookie Butter, 0.5% Flavora Frosting, 0.5% Wonder Flavors Philadelphia Butter Cake, 0.5% TFA Toasted Almond, 0.25% Capella Toasted Almond.
Ooh, I like where your head is at.
So a while ago, me and Emily were talking about, because like we got on the subject of Capella Toasted Almond, and she said it was like, I forget which one it was, whether it was the outside or the inside, but like the TFA was the outside or whatever, and the other one was the inside. And I was like, well, what if you put them together? So I was like, okay, well, you know, there's almonds here, and I might as well just put them both in.
Nice.
I don't know that I really taste anything special about it, to be honest. No. I mean, it could be a percentage thing, because even total, it's only 0.75, but I wasn't about to keep doing it over and over again. I liked the way that this came out, so I just didn't want to mess with it anymore. But my mentality behind this was, initially I did the butter cake higher. It was just too much butter.
Yeah.
So, plus I wanted to add cookie butter to it because I wanted the spice notes from it. So I knew if I left the Philadelphia high, it was just going to be too much. So I added in the angel cake as more of like the base part of the cake, with the Philadelphia as like an accent, and then the cookie butter to just kind of season it.
I love that Philadelphia butter cake. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of rich. So
it is very rich. I'm all for those fat kid recipes though. The richer the better for me.
Yeah, I don't do those, but and then the frosting is just for the frosting, like a frosting note.
Yeah.
And then the almonds are there. They kind of like, if you've ever had those windmill cookies that have like the almonds on them, they're like a spice cookie with some almonds. It was like that. That's what it tastes like, which is kind of what I was going for, because I've always loved those cookies. I think those are great. And I figured to have that in a form of a cake would be nice. So I'm happy with it. But I would say that if you don't have one of the toasted almonds, you could probably just use one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, TFA I think is a little bit sharper than Capella. Like I think maybe TFA is the skin and capella of the inside.
I think that TFA is a little drier too.
Yeah.
But it gives a good illusion
similar.
for the dry, crunchy almond on the outside, I would think.
Yeah. I was just more familiar with the TFA. That's why I bumped that one up, because I think I did them more closer together when I did the other version. I'd have to look, but I figured if I'm going to bump one, it's going to be the TFA one because it's what I'm most familiar with.
Yeah. Joni asked if Philadelphia butter cake would be a good sub for DIY Flavor Shack gooey butter cake. And I think so. It's not quite as like dense or rich as gooey butter cake, but it's kind of along the same lines as it. So yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, and people asking about the JF cookie butter. Don't get it thinking it's gonna taste like cookie butter, because it doesn't. It's a good flavor, and I think it actually sounds delicious in this recipe, but it's not like cookie butter. Like, you know.
Instead, it's more like a buttered cookie.
But what do you taste from it? Because I get speculoos from it.
Do you?
Like, it's the closest one I've found to it. The Wonder Flavors
my notes.
Doesn't.
I'm going down. Cookie butter.
That's why I used it, because it has that spice notes that I wanted.
Yeah,
Wonder Flavors is the one that doesn't taste as spicy. Like, there's not spice in it.
Yeah. I don't have very good notes for this one. I just have spicy, like cloves. Not the greatest and not very sweet.
Maybe it's in the percentage as well.
Yeah, I did 2%.
Oh yeah.
So maybe I overblew it.
Yeah, I mean it's spice, like the spice cookie type thing. It's got a little bit of cinnamon and probably nutmeg, maybe clove if the clove's in there. It's buried the way it should be, because cloves are trash. But yeah, I mean I like it. You couldn't really sub that for, like, the Wonder Flavors isn't gonna give the same.
Oh, completely different. Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be the spice note that I was looking for. It wouldn't come through with just the Wonder Flavors one. You'd have to use like a spiced cookie, like low.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, this looks really good. Yeah, I'm liking it.
I'm adding all of these nuts to my cart.
Do it. All right. So that Jennifer, that leaves you, my dear.
It does indeed. Let me pull it up. So I went for a lemon almond. I love mixing lemons and almonds.
Oh yeah.
That's my thing. But I didn't want like a realistic lemon. So I use, let me go down the recipe. I use FA almond at 0.75% because it is a fairly strong almond. And I just wanted the outside of the almond cookie. I use Wonder Flavors buttercream frosting at 2%. So it's pretty freaking sweet. Creamy sponge cake from Flavor West at 3%. I use graham cracker from Flavor West at 3% too, to boost up the cake notes, because I find this creamy sponge cake is kind of airy, and I wanted it to be a denser cake, and I wanted it to have deeper notes in it. And I think that Flavor West does that for me.
Yeah.
I did lemon rounds, the candied lemon rounds from OOO 1-on-1, because it's a candied lemon, and it would give you the illusion of having that fake lemon in the middle of the cake part.
Mm-hmm.
I use FA meringue at 1.5% and vanilla custard at 0.75 just to moisten it back up, because I feel like it's a drier, more homemade cake than a cake from a bakery per se. But it's very bakerish.
Yeah, this looks.
And it's lemony, and you can taste the lemon and you can taste the almond, and it tastes like a cake. And we all know that I have issues with bakeries, so this to me is a homemade cake.
Is that lemon round candy like anything like lemon heads? Is that what they're getting
Yeah,
at?
it's close to lemon heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually if I use it, you know, in a juice or in something that is juicy or fruity, I use it like at 3 to 4%. I just didn't want to go that high with it in a cake because I wanted just the illusion of that fake lemon taste inside the bakery.
Yeah, sure.
Plus, I didn't want to get vapor's tongue, and lemons do that to me.
And one-on-one lemon rounds is still at Bull City for the time being. So if you want to grab it, I would get them.
And lemon and almonds, they go really great together.
Yeah, I really thought about using FA custard, their original one, instead of using the Capella one, because it would have added enough lemon. But then I was afraid that it would also get drowned out by the other cakes I have in there.
Or I wonder lemon squares by Wonder Flavors, or if that would be that would be too.
I thought about that too, but I couldn't find my bottle.
Yeah, because that's a good lemon. Or lemon tart by Vape Train. Some of those.
I didn't even think about that one, but I do have that one,
like the
and I have it handy.
Kind of curdy type lemons, but
yeah. But I wanted to play with the lemon rounds because I've only used it in candy style recipes, and I wanted to see if it gave it that sweetness that it needed and that fake. And I'll tell you, one-on-ones lemons are all pretty decent. So
yeah. Good.
I try to use them when I can because I don't use lemons very often. So when I do, I want to try to use the ones that are good and not too expensive.
Yeah. Sure. That looks good. Yep. I am like in love with Flavor West graham cracker. Like I
am too, and it's a thing. It's like a mental block. I can almost never. It's really hard for me not to add it to a bakery.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is about it. I think it's the little bit of spicy notes, but they're not overwhelming.
Yeah,
I mean, it gives it a really
nice darkness that it's not a lot of flavors would do for you,
and it doesn't have a lot of vanilla in it. I mean, it's just. It's just my, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's my favorite graham cracker. And I used to love TFA graham cracker clear, but then something happened. I guess I used it too much. And then it just went to Flavor West.
Yep. That happens. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. All right. I think we had a few people play along with us today, and I will read the first one by Jeannie. Oops. She uses Jeannie Sims on ELR. She did almond cake MIXINVIXENS. She used 1% FA almond, 2% Wonder Flavors angel cake, 1.5% TFA toasted almond, and then 1.5% Flavor West yellow cake. So like simple, straightforward, looks tasty, to the point. I like it.
And you can't go wrong with the yellow cake.
Yeah, we can't go wrong with yellow cake. And that angel cake, I bet, gives it just a little touch of brightness. And then that combo of FA almond with TFA toasted almond, I bet that's pretty good. I bet that's a good combo as well. So yeah, thanks, Jeannie. That looks good.
I'll do the next one.
Okay.
Hopefully it's in order, but if it's not, I mean, there's only one more. So I'll do Rum Pirate. They did a lemon almond cake as
Rum Pirate.
They did 1.75 flavor art almond, 1.5% Wonder Flavors sweet bread or bread sweet, whatever. 0.75% butter based by Vape Train, 1.25% cornbread from One-on-One or 000, 1.5% cream cheese icing by Lorenz, 1.2% lemon super concentrate, and 0.5% of sweetness by Flavora.
Okay, so lemon super concentrate, guys, for those who don't know, is the same as FE lemon. Like super concentrate and FE, like if they have a flavor that is like named the same, it's like the same flavor.
Lemon Express.
That too.
Yep. That's what I always called Effie lemon. It was always just Lemon Express.
Good lemon. That as soon as Jennifer said putting lemon in hers, I thought of Effie lemon because that's a good lemon. And I love that you use cornbread for that kind of like grittier, darker like cake. Paired it with that butter base from Pirate. Look at you. I like where your head is at too. Dang, that looks good. With bread sweet. Ooh. He's pulling out all the stops. Look at you getting all creative and stuff. I like it. That looks great.
Good combo. Lemon and almonds are always a good combo.
Yep.
And where I used the graham crackers, he used the cornbread.
Yeah.
So I mean, for the same thing, just to bring out those bread notes, the extra bakery note.
Norwegian ring cake kind of has that same like grittiness that cornbread has too. Like it's a little bit like darker, like yeah. So I'm liking it. I'm liking where your head's at, Rum Pirate. Very cool.
I'll take the next one. I'll take Darcy.
Alrighty.
She did almond custard cake, MIXINVIXENS. She used almond custard from Wonder Flavors at 1.5%, angel cake from Wonder Flavors at 2%, buttercream from Capella at 0.75, and yellow cake from Flavor West at 1.50. And again, you can't go wrong with yellow cake.
Nice. A lot of people using that angel cake in this.
You keep talking about it. That's why.
Yeah.
We're selling it here. We're selling it.
You're pushing that angel cake. Put it in your people's minds.
I like that she used the almond custard because I really wanted to use that in mine. It gets so sad because everybody's like, oh, there's an off note, and I don't taste it.
Well, if you don't taste it, you don't taste it.
Yeah, taste is objective. Everyone gets the same off note, so you might as well use it if you don't get it.
That's like me saying I find an off note in all lemons.
See, yeah. I don't get much almond from it, but what I do get is like a dark sweet cream, which is really nice.
Do you taste the nut in there, Lumi?
Lumi's nut blind. I don't know if she does.
Well, she said she liked it, so I'm just wondering if maybe she gets it from that one.
I don't remember if I really got the nuttiness in there. I just know I liked it.
Yeah. And that's how it played along with us. I'm a little disappointed, guys. You had 2 weeks.
They took time off too.
Yeah, there wasn't even a fourth recipe for me to go after. Sam.
Yes, he would like us to know that he did not submit one. He made us aware on DMs and posts and Facebook and then in chat. So, yeah, he just wanted us all to know that he did not do a recipe today.
And I knew right. Yeah, I pointed it out right away. I'm like, not even Sam played along. That's all right. Our next round, we haven't picked them yet, but I'm sure we'll pick some good looking stuff and everyone will have more chances to play with us.
That's right.
So yeah, which means next week is chit chat show. We just hang out and shoot the shit, so to speak. So come with your questions for us and be thinking of, tidbits that you want to know about us.
Ask us anything.
Ask us anything. We may not answer, but you can.
Yeah, it's our prerogative. We answer it, but come with some questions.
Yeah.
I always hope that they're going to come in with some like outrageous, outlandish questions to make Emily uncomfortable, but every week that we do this, and still don't get them.
Stop it. It's awful.
Just get on your troll account and pretend like you're asking.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
That would be funny though. Can you imagine? We should all create a troll account and ask a silly question out there just for that day. Maybe even ask a question we know the answer to. See how the other person answers.
I don't have a troll account though. It seems like it'd be too much effort to make another account.
Well, I have a troll account, but it's not really a troll account because it still says the Juice Fairy.
Well, what the heck, man? I don't think you get the concept of troll accounts here. All right, well, I think that's it, guys. Unless there's anything else anyone wants to add, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
I don't have anything. Does anybody else have anything? Anything, suggestions, comments? Anybody in chat have any questions?
Just that I need to go on a nutty adventure.
Yep.
A nutty adventure.
Nutty adventure, yeah. Well, thank you so much to our friends over at Flavora and Bull City. You guys are awesome. And Wayne, thank you for putting us up on your podcast network. Guys watching, if you like what we do and you want to support us in a fun, tasty way, there's a couple places you can do that. DIYFlavorchaser.com. We have a one-shot line there. Or at flavorjungle.com. We have one-shots there. Or if you happen to be shopping at Chef's because you're either from overseas or you're getting some of the new FA that might be coming out, pick up the one-shots that are over at DIYFlavorchaser.com. Those one-shots are also available at Chef's. So it'd be cool if you want to support us. We would love that. If not, we love you anyway, and just keep watching. We'll see you next week for Chit Chat. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend.